Guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. This is going to be a scent safari on the house of KIERIN-NYC. This is a relatively new house. I want to say they launched mid-2018. And I want to say something really quick about one of the owners, Mona, who I've been in contact with. I've dealt with, probably dozens, if not hundreds of houses at this point in companies. And she is by far one of the best brand owners I've ever come across. Just really treated me like I was a Vogue beauty editor instead of a guy who has a small YouTube channel, and just wanted to really know what I thought, and I was very honest about my opinions. And again, right, doesn't mean I'm going to tell you guys I love fragrances if I don't love them, but I just think that goes such a long way when an owner is that nice and just willing to hear feedback. And this is a brand that sort of is inviting people to be inspired, not defined or confined by fragrance. Genderless, individualistic. The fragrances are inspired by New York City stories and urban lifestyle, and they're created by Mathieu Nardin. He's a Robert Tet perfumer. Robert Tet is one of the big worldwide fragrance brands. They're French, and what they really do is make natural materials to make perfumes. I have many of them. You guys know I'm trying to become a perfumer. Many of the materials in my cabinet are from Robert Tet, so I know a lot of their stuff quite well. They also have perfumers who are signed to them that make perfumes, and I believe one of the reasons Mona wanted to work with them is because they do natural materials, and she wanted a brand that is environmentally sound, cruelty-free, and environmentally conscious. And Nardin has a pretty thick resume. He did work for Annick Goutal, Etro, Miller Harris, Molinard, Paris Monte Carlo, and Xerjoff. If you're familiar with the 1861 line, he did Zafiro. I like all of those, to be honest with you. I like Renaissance, Naxos, and Zafiro. Zafiro is really the only one, to be honest with you, I think I've smelled of his work. But clearly he's a prominent perfumer. And as of right now, I believe these are only available on the website, and I'm also believing they're eau de parfum concentration. So these are the four in front of you. They come in the Discovery set. The Discovery set is available online. It's not that expensive. I think it's like $15 or $18. And all of the fragrances come in 50 ml bottles for $78. So let's sort of go through each one. So the first one we'll talk about is this one, 10 a.m. Flirt. And this one has notes of fig, gardenia, and cashmere musk. And this is one that I really like. If you like fig fragrances, and I do, I feel like fig fragrances are either one of two things. I feel like there's this very fruity fig, sort of bright and citrusy and light, like almost like a Fico di Amalfi by Acqua di Parma. Or they really sort of play on the coconut creamy aspect, and you can take your pick, whether you're talking about Premier Figuier by L'Artisan, or Fusicos by Diptyque, or even Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo. Those are sort of creamy fig fragrances. This one sort of really relies on cashmerein, a blend of musks, and gardenia. So it's not tropical, it's not overly floral, it's not like a Comptoir Spécifique fig fragrance. It's this dense tart green fig scent that is like gourmand but musky too. And cashmerein is in play here. So it's almost like a Nasamato fig fragrance, if you will. It's really good. It's really different. It's a really different fig fragrance. I think it's a really nice take on fig. It's not something you'd expect, and I think because of that alone, it deserves some attention. So check that one out. So the next up is Nitro Noir, and notes on this are bergamot, pink pepper, orris from patchouli. And this one's really good too. It reminds me of Gucci Rush, the women's version. It's this like very heady orris root. I would doubt it's a natural orris root just because how expensive orris root is, but I could be wrong on that. I know Robert Tet does specialize in naturals, but I'm pretty sure not everything. And I mean, clearly cashmere is not natural, and these are all synthetic musks. So but it's really good. It's this just like very dense orris root. There's patchouli, there's pink pepper, so it's tangy, it's sweet, it's creamy, it's androgynous. A man or a female could easily pull this one off. I think a woman might like it a little bit better, but it's just good. I feel like I've smelled it before. I'm not gonna lie. It does smell a little bit like Gucci Rush, but I like it more for a man. This one, I think this one's really good. Next up is Santal Sky. This one has saffron, sandalwood, vetiver, and cardamom. And yeah, this. So you guys probably heard me do the another video a couple weeks ago, and I was sort of not ragging on them, but disappointed that there was a Santal 33 inspired fragrance there, and it's the same thing here. This is Santal 33. If you live on anywhere in Manhattan, in a building with 20, 30, or 40 somethings, you're gonna smell in almost every hallway Santal 33 and indica, yeah, this is Santal 33, and I think, like, again, I'll say this a million times, if I want Santal 33, I'll buy Santal 33, and if I don't want to pay the money for Santal 33, I'll buy the Zara clone of Santal 33 that's $25 and smells like Santal 33. So you smell this and just tell me it's not Santal 33. It's the same thing. And I really do wonder if these perfumers just pull that formula out and sell it to people, or brand owners sort of say, I want Santal 33 in my line because it smells so good. Make me something like Santal 33. I'm not sure, because it's popped up everywhere recently. And I think people who don't know are gonna love it, but I think people like me are gonna be confused. So that's Santal Sky. Sunday Brunch is a bergamot, lemon, Earl Grey tea, and jasmine fragrance. And look, it's good. I really like it. I think the use of bergamot and lemon and Earl Grey tea is brilliant, but it's something Kerosene did. I don't know if it was on Forsaken. I forget the name of the fragrance he did this in. But he did it, and he did it so much better because he put a waffle cone note in it. And if you sort of take a bergamot and lemon fragrance and a tea fragrance, and you don't pack the base with enough, right? Like enough base notes that sort of are long lasting, it's gonna disappear too quickly. And I think that's the problem that Sunday Brunch falls into. Sunday Brunch is really good. If Sunday Brunch lasted, I would love it, because okay, so let me go into this a little bit more. The Kerosene has that waffle cone sweetness, which is beautiful, but it does make it into this gourmand fragrance. This is a more dry fragrance, so to me it's more appealing, but something wasn't done well in constructing the base of this fragrance, and because of it, this was going on my skin in 25 minutes. Not totally, but projection wise. And I let a few other people try it, and they couldn't get a couple more hours out of it. So I think there was great harm done in not working more on the base of this fragrance. It starts off beautifully and it dies too quick. So Kerosene really pulled off a wonderful trick by adding that waffle cone note and turning it into something that could last a little bit longer. So all in all, look, I think that people are really going to like this line, but I'm going to say the same thing I said in regards to another. If you're one of these brands that's going to sort of launch online and sort of say we're doing all these things, environmentally, and we're going to have a conscious and then you're going to launch with 4 fragrances, and I feel like, and I told this to Mona, so I'm not like being sneaky here, I feel like you really have to do something to differentiate yourself from all these other brands, and I just don't know. God, do I hope that this brand does it, because I love the New York theme, I love their ethos, and I love the owner, but will it stand out in this sea of perfume brands that are coming out? There's so many coming out every year, and they're all good. And I feel like, you know, a brand like this that has a fragrance that smells like Gucci Rush, a fragrance that smells like Santal 33, why am I going to look at it and be like, wow, this stands out to me? You know, and I feel like that's what brands need to do, or they just get lost. You know, that's my honest to God opinion. There are some really good scents in here, but is there anything that makes me go, whoa, I've never smelled anything like this before? You know, I would say the fig fragrance. Which one is that? That is, I believe 10 a.m. Flirt. Yeah, I would say that one. Yeah, that's good. That's a really good take on fig, and I hope people fly that one. But you know, the rest of them, I've sort of been there, done that. For the price, these are good fragrances. You know, they might find pockets of people that like them, and maybe the margins are so good in this business that you can exist on that if you're not having crazy advertising and you don't have models campaigning for you and you're not spending all this money on packaging. But I just think it's a really tough business. It's almost like the restaurant business. And you gotta really, I think, do something to differentiate yourself. So that's my opinion. I hope that they've done that, and I hope they will continue to innovate, maybe try some different things in the future, because I really would like this brand to succeed. I really, really would. And that's it. I would love to know if you guys tried this brand. I'm going to link to them in the description. Let me know what you think. Please get a sample set and let me know what you think. And that's it, guys. I'll see you again soon with more videos. More. Thank you so much for allowing me to check out your fragrances. I really do appreciate it. That's it. My name obviously is Maximilian, and I'm listening.